Hi guys, it's Mina. I'm sorry if I sound weird. I'm kind of sick right now with a stuffy nose. I don't know if you guys can tell, but anyway, if you can't, I don't think you'll be able to tell. Anyway, so today in this video I'm going to be doing a store review because I haven't done one in like forever, so I'm going to do one. So today I'm going to review iTunes, or I think it's also known as the Apple Store online. I don't know. Anyway, so iTunes, I bet a lot of you guys know what iTunes is, but I'm going to say what it is anyway. So iTunes is a store where you can download like movies, music, without having to go out and just buy CDs like you normally would back in like the 90s and stuff. It's this website where you can just get like music and download it and stuff like that. Okay, so to start off, I have a love-hate relationship with iTunes. I sometimes love it and I sometimes hate it. So, I don't know, I do like iTunes. I like how you can download music without having to ruin a CD just to download it or stick it into your computer and stuff like that. So, that's what I like about iTunes. So you don't have to worry about like damaging a CD if you like overplay it again and again. But one thing I hated about iTunes is that for me, iTunes was a pain in the butt to get stuff off of because I've had a couple issues with iTunes. Like, for instance, the only issue I basically had with iTunes was when they wouldn't let me purchase anything because of my password. Because I don't know what it was, but they made me reset my password like 6 different times until they finally let me in on my password because I had to reset my password like 6 different times. That was my only problem with iTunes, is that they had to make me reset my password like a couple times. I don't know if has anybody else experienced that with iTunes before, if they've made you reset your password like a number of times. Please let me know if you have, because please let me know if you guys have, any of you guys have, because I feel like I'm the only one who has had issues with iTunes here, because I'm like the only one I feel like I'm the only one who's had issues with iTunes. So please be sure to let me know if any of you guys have had issues with iTunes like I have before. Okay, so next I'm going to talk about the employees that work at the Apple Store. I really like the employees that work at the Apple Store. I don't have an Apple Store where I live. There's one out in another city near where I live, and when I go there, the people that work there are very helpful. I've had a couple of problems with my Apple products. Like, if you see, if you guys know, I have a MacBook computer, which is down here. Sorry if you see my creepy feet. I don't know if you can see underneath the top. Yeah, you can see it right there. So, I have a MacBook, so that's my MacBook. I've had that forever. I've had like a couple problems with my MacBook. Like, one time when I was in my senior year in high school, I accidentally had way too many songs downloaded to my on my playlist, and I forgot to back up my playlist, and my hard drive to my computer crashed. It was really annoying for me because I was like, oh no, how am I gonna... It was really annoying for me because all my music and all my documents that I had written, all my stories that I had written were on that computer. I was so upset, and also it was also annoying because I had just gotten home from a funeral that day because one of my mom's friends' family members passed away that day. Well, actually, it didn't pass away exactly on that day. The funeral was that day. And my hard drive had just crashed. I'm like, oh no, this is such a horrible day. And I took my computer in. It took them about a month to fix it because we needed to get like some kind of, I can't remember what we needed to get, some kind of papers. What was it? I can't remember what kind of papers they were, but it's the papers you get. You have to fill them out when you buy your product, and it's those papers you have to fill out when you buy your product. I think a wafer or something. I don't know. Let me know if you guys know. Sorry, that was my phone. Anyway, if you guys let me know what I'm talking about, please let me know. It's these papers that you get and you have to fill them out just in case something bad happens to your computer and they can fix it or something. I can't remember what it's called. We forgot like the wafer, whatever it was called, and then we had to wait the whole month to get it off, and then then they finally fixed my computer after they backed up my hard drive and then cleared it out and cleaned up all the stuff that was in there. They were really helpful with that. And they've also helped my mom too. Like, my mom has had like a couple problems with some of her Apple products, like her, what was it? I think she may have had problems with her iTouch, and she'd come in and they helped her out with her iTouch as well. Like, showed her how to like download stuff and put music on it. They've helped my mom a lot too, because my mom has like a couple Apple products and she needed some help with her Apple products as well. And another time I came in was because my YouTube, we had to make an Apple appointment because my YouTube was not letting me onto my account, and I had no idea what was going on, and they helped me by telling me that I was signing in the wrong way. Whoops. Whoops. I accidentally signed up into the wrong account by just putting my username instead of @Gmail. That was a mistake. Whoops. Whoops. And they're very helpful there. That's what I like about the employees that work at the Apple Store, is that they're all very helpful, friendly, and nice. They've helped me out so much, and my mom as well. If my mom had any questions, they'd answer them right away and what to do and stuff. It's just really, they're just really nice. So there's the only Apple store that I pretty much know is in Walnut Creek. I don't have an Apple store in my city, but there's one near my city, and that's Walnut Creek, and that's the only place I know where there's an Apple store. I think there's one in San Francisco as well, too. I don't know. No, I've never really seen an Apple store in San Francisco. Okay, so I would recommend the Apple Store, the Apple Store, and the online Apple Store to people who like downloading music, and also the Apple Store to people who are new with Apple products, or if you have a MacBook, because the people that work there are super helpful. They're much nicer than the people that work at Macy's. Ugh, I hate that store. That's why I never want to go back, because the people that work there are just so snotty. Anyway, yeah, and I also recommend it to people who like downloading music and stuff, and people who have patience with loading and like putting words in, because sometimes it's a pain to get on iTunes. Okay, so that was my review on the Apple Store / iTunes. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any requests, please be sure to leave them in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in another video soon. Bye!